Hello. How are you? I am well. I'm good. I'm work. My ankle hurts. That's not to do with work. I think it just sat on it funny, and so I need to work. De-kink that. But otherwise, work was work. It looks very pale. I think maybe it's because it's late. I don't know. It looks more pale than normal. That's no. I don't know. Anyway, hi. How are you? Yes, I'm still wearing this and this because I'm wearing this like a pajama top at the moment. So I bought a fairly cute thing. It's a 54 letter LED string light set. Basically, you have letters. You have the letters of obviously various things, more vowels than other ones. But you have the letters, and then you have your battery powered string lights, and then you write messages, and then string them up. I've written a message obviously. But I'm not sure where to put it. I'm not sure where to put it where you'll be able to see it. I'm not sure where to put it where I'll be able to unhook it and change the message as and when desired. But I do have a message. And going back, let's switch this on. So going from this way, that's an N. It's a bit weird. NELE. It's 11. See where this is going? And then we've got XINOEH. Okay, there aren't numbers. So, I spell Phoenix 11 as Phoenix and then the number 11. But hey, we make do with what we have. And then obviously, you can follow me at. So yeah, I have written out at Phoenix 11, but as you can see, it's very long, and it's actually too long to just hang onto my painting, which is my first thought, was just to have it hanging, kind of in the background like that. So I'll have to work on that. I'll have to see about that. But yes, this was reduced. It was like 10. I got it for 6. And like I said, I can write other messages and such. What I might do, because it looks like fairly basic LED sets. I don't know if the LED sets I've got will be compatible with these letters, but I do have a couple of other mini LED. Actually, hold tight. It's just around the corner here. Oh, I just wave my address at you. Yes, everything. Mini LEDs. Actually, there might be. Ooh, you know what? I think that'll work. Give me let's see. That looks like they'll fit. Ooh, so in short ladles and gentle spoons, I have to swap the battery over. I might not on, off. I'll have to get new batteries, obviously. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Obviously, there's a lot of the other ones, but yeah, we can. It doesn't look quite as thingy. What about the F? It's obviously because we've got a lot of red. Yeah. Okay, so in theory, we have more light strings to work with. So maybe I can do the whole Stranger Things thing and have like lots of lights. But yeah, so that's what I got today. Because sometimes you just got to get yourself some fairy lights and now plastic letters. So I might look into see if I can get. Now I know these exist, I might look into getting some numbers. Also, on a completely separate note, do you ever just decide, you know what? Today I'm watching this film. Today is a this film day, and for me, it was a Wall-E day. There we go. So today I literally have just finished watching Wall-E, and it's like it's one of those weird things that you don't. I always knew it was very minimalist in its script and everything. There's like 8 speaking parts, and 2 of them are played by the same person, which I didn't realise, and maybe it's something I kind of did realise but then forgot again, is that Wall-E and Mo are voiced by the same person. So there you go. So glowy letters and cute Pixar movies, and then work. So that's been my day. So let's see what today's question is before my throat goes, because I'm going croaky again. It's a long one. Okay, do you have any role models? If so, how have they influenced you? If not, what qualities would you look for in a role model? That's a fairly, again, kid-centric, but good question. You're going to focus. You're not going to focus, are you? You can see what it says. Right. Ooh. Dang it! Okay, I'm trying to think, did I have any role models when I was a kid? Probably there was some teachers I looked up to or really liked. I've always been a big fan of actors. Invoke them as actors. So yeah, there have always been people that I have admired for different reasons. We actually had a similar kind of a project like this at school one time. It was like, write about a hero or someone you think is heroic. And I actually wrote a short piece, because this isn't long after I'd read the article about, for those of you who aren't aware, there was a almost tragic accident on the set of Back to the Future 3 where the hanging scene, Michael actually nearly did choke out. He nearly did get deaded, and I wrote an article about how I thought he was a hero and heroic because he went through all this and then carried on and finished the film anyway. So those kind of qualities of bravery and selflessness. I mean, and even today, even probably more so today with his work for Parkinson's and other things. And it's like, okay, he's mostly helped for Parkinson's. Well, and it's probably a little bit selfishly, but yes, okay, fine. But look at what it's done. It's gotten rid of the stigma for young onset Parkinson's, certainly. And there are other people who have their funds and charities and things that they do. So I think that's role model worthy. I suppose, again, if we're talking about when I was actually a kid, I was a big fan of the Bionic Woman. And I kind of wanted to be her. So I guess maybe she was a role model. I don't necessarily thought of her in those terms, but I certainly did, I think, because it wasn't just that she was powerful because she had, like, metal legs and everything, but she was smart and she could work her way through things. And, the powers was just the thing she did. Still, one of my favourite lines in anything is some dude was like, do you trust me? Or don't you trust me or something? And she's like, I trust you about as far as I can throw you. No, I don't trust you that far. And I thought, that's just funny. Do I have any role models today? I suppose today I'm trying to be a role model. I mean, I'm an aunt. I'm not a parent. I always, because I always see a lot of little kids, especially around. So I always try and be a positive person around children. So if that makes me a role model, but it certainly makes me a positive person. Excuse me. What would I look for in a role model? I guess someone who is inspiring. And someone who can inspire. And See, this is the cynical adult in me. I think this is one of those questions that's definitely best answered as a kid, or at least a younger person, because I'm a cynical bastard. I mean, it is. It's like, I want people to live up to this kind of ideal, but I don't want hypocrisy. And like, you know, I don't want people to say one thing and do another. But, you know, as a kid, you're not necessarily aware of those things. I like people who, it's like I said before, I like people who are honest. And I like, you don't have to be perfect. I don't think a role model necessarily needs to be perfect. You can have a role model who screws up. You can have a screw up, and that person turns around. Yeah, I done fucked up. Now here's how we're gonna go. This is how we're gonna deal with it moving forward. And if we're talking about, again, fictional characters, I guess the Doctor's quite a good role model in that sense. Because they go into situations, they are brilliant and brave, and they inspire other people to be brilliant and brave. And, you know, they try and be the best they can be. And to actually use a quote from a horrible character from Aggressor Girls, BYBB, be yourself but better. Vignette's a horrible character, but that's not necessarily a terrible maxim. It isn't. You know, you can be you, but you can also be a little bit better than you. You know, like, who you are is probably very cool, but is there a way you can improve it a little? It doesn't have to be huge. Just a tiny bit. I'm not saying an absolute life maxim. I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel good about who you are right now, but feel good about who you are right now. Enjoy your moments, and then go, right, what's next? I'm tangenting. I'm sure I'm tangenting. Yeah, I can't. Like I said, I probably had some people that I looked up to when I was younger. I think I don't want to say I'm too old for role models and be all sort of moody and cynical about it, but it's not something I think about so much anymore. You know, I don't, you know, because I'm older, I don't necessarily need someone to look up to. I try to be the person that people can look up to. So, yes, I probably have had in the past, and what I'd look for is not perfection, but someone who's at least willing to admit, yeah, I did this wrong. Here's why I did it wrong, or here's, you know, just own it, and then move forward. Yeah, there we go. I'm not sure what else I can say on that one. Like I said, that's definitely a question that is better if you're a kid. You can follow me at Phoenix11. So it's in there somewhere. Follow me at Phoenix11 if you want. Otherwise, if you've been watching, thank you. You've been awesome. And yeah, I've been Michelle. You've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.